Hello and welcome to your in-depth weekly horoscope for week commencing the 6th of June. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm going to give you a broad overview of what to expect, but then please stay with me. I will dive deep and give you in forensic detail each of the 12 zodiac signs, which you can watch in terms of your ascendant or the sun. Now this week the sun continues in the sign of Gemini. That's quick-witted, agile, and obviously very much to do with communication. But on Tuesday we do have a quarter moon. Now Gemini is a mutable sign, and the quarter moon on Tuesday is in the sign of Virgo, which just happens to also be governed by Mercury, the planet that's influential to both. So this suggests that when it comes to what we're trying to achieve this week, we could almost try a little bit too hard. This can create a lot of nervous tension. So one of the keys is going to be to set reasonable expectations of what we want to pack into this 7 days. And in fact, although the sun is occupying the quick-witted Gemini, the ruler of Gemini and that quarter moon of Virgo, Mercury, that's now going forwards in Taurus, the sign that precedes Gemini. Now that's very much about resources, and Mercury forges a really positive link with Pluto this week, perfect for penetrating deep into any matter, but also a much more spiritual alliance with Neptune, saying that however practical and precise we try to be, also important to listen to our sixth sense. But Mercury's in a much more challenging right angle to Saturn, as is the North Node. And this suggests that collectively this new financial reset, which has really been evolving since January the 18th, when the North Node moved into Taurus, and even further back when Uranus moved into Taurus full time from March 2019, that is going to be something that we all much more can become aware of, because Saturn, the planet that sets boundaries, is in the sign of the collective of us all, the sign of Aquarius. Now later this week, however, there is a wonderful connection between the ruler of the sign of Taurus, Venus, and also Uranus. Now if you're in a long-standing relationship, this is a great opportunity to try to do something more spontaneous and off the cuff. If we surprise a partner in some kind of way, that can add that spark that is so important to maintain. Then again, if you're single, this could also see a surprise date or invitation come almost from nowhere, because with Uranus things happen very quickly. But Uranus is also the planet that in mythology rules the sky, but also is the planet of truth. So Venus being the planet of relating in its governorship of Libra, but very much more to do with resources in the sign of Taurus, it does suggest that something unexpected can happen around a financial event as much as a relationship. So a week to really pace ourselves, not get too hyper with that third, sixth house energy on that quarter moon, and just be aware that there could be opportunities to become much more aware of how we can use our finances in a more effective way. But if your situation is more challenging, the reality of that can be quite tough from that abrasive angle between Saturn and Mercury, which could lower spirits a little bit. But with that Gemini energy in the mix, our ideas and our ability to keep thinking forwards in a bright way, where we're checking out things and just seeing if we can develop or evolve to manage our circumstances more effectively, that's also very much there to assist us. If you'd like to ascend above this zodiac broadcast and understand how more serious astrology can influence your life, if you give me 3 pieces of personal birth data, I can give you a roadmap that can guide you for the rest of your life. And also in my special package, you can get a 12-month personal forecast. No 2 charts are the same, totally unique to the person they're produced for. And you can get also 30% off. Please see the link below. Also, thank you so much if you've subscribed to my channel already. If you've yet to do so, I'd be honoured if you did so now. I'm very close to the 100,000 mark. Please click or tap on the bell notification symbol. Thank you. So Virgo, your week commencing the 6th of June forecast sees the sun continue its journey through your sector of success. But with such a gathering of energy in your sister earth sign of Taurus, House 9 is all about being risk-taking, adventurous, independent. And of course with Uranus there, it can be a bit random how things are panning out. It certainly gives you a desire for knowledge, and you've been downloading a lot in recent years and gaining lots of fresh insights. Now your ruler, of course, is Mercury, and that forges an amazing link to Pluto this week. So if you want to use the 9th house energy that Mercury occupies to learn something new, Pluto can help you to do so in a very penetrative way. Mercury also links beautifully to Neptune, so a very deep connection could be forged with someone who shares a philosophy or teaches you a different way of looking at life. That could be very uplifting. But the angle between Saturn, now in retrograde, and Mercury could crunch your nervous system a little bit. If you do feel fenced in, you don't feel that you've got the freedom or the flexibility to go forwards in the way you want, it does seem that there's a lot of obligations for you to fulfill. That can seem a little limiting. And also the quarter moon in your sign means against the sun in the 10th house. If that need to be very individual or free at the moment is again restrained by other people's expectations or the needs of others generally, then that's something that can just take the wind out of your sails a little bit. So how do we really make the most of this? Well, I think it comes down really to that combination between Venus and Uranus later this week. That's going to give you an electric ability to dazzle, but especially if you have the confidence to be truly, authentically yourself. Now that could see you express a very truthful opinion around a relationship. It may be that you want to dress in a different, more daring way. It may be that you book a holiday to somewhere that's very, very different to the usual places that many of us go, because your need to really push yourself outside the framework of your ordinary boundaries that you've been confined by or adhered to could be something that's extremely strong at the moment. But I would just say, if you are in a relationship which you do feel is as dull as ditch water and it isn't feeding your soul, you may look to leave it towards the end of this week.